Yo, welcome back to my channel. It's your boy JSmooth. I had to bring you guys another tutorial. Here, I'm gonna be proceeding to do a mid fade. So I start off with the number 8 guard, and I try to make sure that I go in every single type of direction to make sure the hair is even. Next up, I do the ball guideline. And with this bald guideline, I try to go down as an angle. I don't try to go straight across. I try to kind of create a drop effect, but not too much to make it a drop fade. You guys will see what I'm talking about. But I hope you guys enjoy this video. I appreciate all the love and support I got on the last video. I'm trying to get back to this, like I said, so I'm bringing you guys back with another banger. So, like I always say, one thing I do to one side is the same thing I do to the other. I try to make sure these lines are nice and clean just because I want the fade to come out clean. I feel like as a barber, you should make nice, clean lines and your fade will come out really nice and clean. Because I feel if you work with a messy line, don't know where to start, your fade is going to look exactly how you started it. So I feel like it all depends on how clean and crispy of lines you be leaving. So I'm taking off all the hair so I can start my next step. Here I go with the number 3. I make sure to flick up as I go up. I go around the whole entire head. That's the highest guard I'm going to go up to. Just a 3. No higher than a 3. And the reason I'm flicking up as I'm going up is because I don't want to dip it inside the head. I want it to be nice and squared off once it gets to the top. I don't want it to be rounded or oval. And here I go with my lever open. I'm taking it up about like a half an inch. And as I'm doing this, to erase that line, I'm gonna hit it with the closing down the lever a little bit until the line fully disappears. But as I'm doing this, make sure to open and close the lever so you don't create another harsh guideline. You can see me. I close the lever a little bit and go back at it. I'm just hitting that line right there. I'm not going up. I'm just hitting that line. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I struggled a little bit with this haircut just because he has some dips in his head, which causes and makes the hair in some spots look darker than what it actually is. So you're gonna see me throughout the video detail with my corners, but the type of way I cut hair, I detail as I go. I don't like doing the haircut then coming back to it. Yes, some occasions I do it, but it helps me out so I don't get too lost. And you guys can see me opening and closing that lever. And then with the next step, I go with the 1 guard open, and I take it up like about an inch. And I feel like if you kind of have your steps down and process down when cutting hair and having your techniques up to point, these fading techniques and everything is literally, your hair, when you're cutting the hair, it's just going to blend in. You're not going to struggle or anything. It's just going to come out really, really clean. But when creating these lines as well, I want you guys to flick up as you go. If you dig in too much, you're creating too hard of a line you're gonna struggle to take out. And here, opening, closing the lever as I go. I know this one guard is not gonna take it out, but it's my way of skipping steps instead of coming back. I like putting in the line, the guideline, and then closing the lever as I go. Here I go with my half guard all the way open, and you're gonna end up seeing me hit that line with the corners. And I'm opening and closing as I go. I don't want to take it up too high to create another line and take up the fade too high. So I'm just working with what I got. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I'll be making a lot more tutorials and a lot more videos. This is my goal, to help you guys out the same way I was taught on YouTube and looking up other influencers, or just not even influencers, just barbers in general, that inspired me to do what I'm doing now. But you guys can see those little dark spots. That's what I'm talking about, those dips that he has in his head. I know I go back and I hit it with my corners to try to erase that line and make sure everything's all blended in nicely together. Yeah, here's where I go back and hit that. I do it without any guard. I do it with my lever open, but you guys can see me going with the corners. Opening and closing just because I don't want to take too much hair off and create another line. And you guys can tell that haircut's coming out fire. Everything's all blended in, coming together. That shit is looking smooth. Here I go in with my 2 guard open. And what I do over here, I flick at that line. And I end up using my corners to make sure, like how I said, I flick at it so I don't round off the head with the hair. I want it to look squared off. I don't want it to look rounded. So you can see me flicking up as I go. And this is where I'm at, hitting with my corners to make sure that line disappears. As you guys can see, that line is disappearing and the haircut is coming together. And my bad, guys, throughout this video, I end up realizing when I started on the other side that the camera died in between and I didn't catch on to it until I started the other side. So here is gonna end up jumping in between clips, showing you guys the other side. So I skip a couple steps just because I didn't realize that it wasn't recording. But you guys could still see the after at the end. And if you could you guys drop a couple comments down below and let me know what type of tutorials you guys want to see or what type of videos you guys want to see on this channel. As I'm growing this channel, I would like to grow with you guys, so let me know. Comment down below, please. And like I always say, the same thing I do on one side I do to the other. This is with my lever open, and I take it up about an inch. Here I go with, I think, with my half guard open. Yeah, it is my half guard open. And this is another side with that dent inside. As you guys can see, it looks kind of dark right where I just went by. But I come back and I hit it. Right there is where I'm hitting that spot. And here I go again with my lever open. And that's the spot I'm talking to you guys about. That has that dark spot. And I try to blend everything in together. See, you guys can see the back. Everything's all blended in nicely. At the very end, I go in with my 2.5 open. And I hit it with my corners. And when it comes to the front, he doesn't get anything way too special. The front stays how it is. All he does is line up his verticals on the side, which I don't really show. But the fade is coming out clean. And if you stayed this far in this tutorial, make sure to comment down below and say fire. Comment the fire emoji. And here I'm going in and I'm just detailing the small little spots I see, dark spots. I'm just detailing and opening, closing as I'm detailing. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I struggled with this haircut, believe it or not. Here is the after. Let me know down below, what do you guys think about this cut? But I think it came out fire. It's not your ordinary cut, it's just a clean cut. So make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Remember, keep a good mood and stay smooth. Peace.